Hello and welcome to episode 12 of our challenge. We're getting there, guys. Finally, you're going to see an awful lot of construction work in this episode. I'm also going to show you a couple of recent changes on Soi Chaiyapoon, Soi Pothole, and I'm going to take you for a walk down Soi Boomerang and give you some little thoughts, possibly insights and some tips on how to negotiate gentlemen's clubs / closed-in bars, which if you've not been here for a while, you'll find there's an awful lot of them now. So hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching. I'm actually starting a bit of painting. We're going for black, really. So as you can see, simple black hides most things. Likewise in the toilets. Obviously looks a bit dark, but it'll be fine once the lights go in. They're also now just working away up here. I'll just quickly show you. See up there, they're framing out the walls so that we can sort of put the cement board up the walls to get a nice flat finish, which, as I've said before, will have the lighting behind it, so it should look great. So they're starting to plaster or dry line these walls now, and over there as well. We've just talked about this air conditioning lines. They're no good. They've got to take them out and put them above the floor under the seats, because that looks pretty ugly. Let's have a quick Sunday recap. It's the 25th. As you can see, things are really coming along. Stage actually looks massive, but when you sort of look at it closely, you realise that, 5 girls, possibly 6, it'd be full up, but 3 would be enough to fill that up. And look here where they've done what I asked, which is fill these walls in. You see the sort of cement board goes right the way to the very top now. So the next stage, as I mentioned before, they're going to cut holes in it. I don't quite know how they're going to do it. I would have thought it would have been easier to do it before you put them up, but perhaps they're going to take them down. I don't know, but we'll see. As always, they will surprise me, I'm certain of that. More paint is going up. Again, another thing about Thailand, they just really don't mind touching up like 10 times if necessary. So they throw the first coat up, then they start, you can see here, filling in and cleaning it all up, and then they'll paint it again. And then, when they make holes for lights and things, they'll just paint it again. They don't care. So that's good. Now, this water problem is still ongoing. Look, had a bit of rain last night again, and it's come in. So right now, I'm gonna get on my bike and go around the back and have another look. Oh, quickly show you this. They've put the top on this for the girls, for them eating and having their breaks and getting changed. I'm giving a bit of thought actually to maybe utilising that top room more. I know the girls won't want to go traipsing up and down stairs every time they get changed, but possibly for eating it might be okay. So I'll discuss that with the Amazon. Staircase is done. I wanted to show you this. Remember I said about these stair nosings being too small? They said, it's okay, boss, it's okay, boss. I said, well, what are you going to do then? And this is what they've done. They just cut a little bit tight in the end. So the argument was they were cheaper, which, okay. And to be fair, it actually looks fine. And obviously no one's going to walk on the edges like that anyway. And I will get them to put a banister handrail down that wall as well, because I wouldn't fancy falling down there. Up here again, oops. You see both the 2 aircon units have been put in position now, and some of the aircon plumbing has been run. Again, not very happy because I don't really want that showing. They're going to board out this ceiling, I suppose. So again, that's something to be discussed. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at now. I've told them to order the toilets up. We've picked toilets. They're about 3,000 each for a new loo. They're not rubbish, but they're not the best either, but they're functional. And obviously I've asked for, hand flush, the handle on the side of the toilet, because those press button ones are just notoriously temperamental. Right, let's go and have a look around the back. So we're out the back of Soi Chaiyapoon. This is now the Soi Excite complex. Look at this, it's just unbelievable. It just goes on and on. These are relatively new, you can see they're working away. And there's just absolutely mountains of earth everywhere. Anyway, let's go and have a little look. See what's left. Left to do around the back here. Obviously I've been asking the builder over and over again, and yeah, they say, oh, it's going to be okay, blah, blah, blah. But they have done this, look, right. So, they've definitely cleaned it up a little bit there, and they have put that little bit of extra tin under the roof there, which obviously helps. But this is obviously the problem. All the way along there, look, there's a lot of standing water there as well. So I'm going to show this to the guy tomorrow and say, look, you know, we're going to have to, I think, sort of raise our bit down there about, oh, I don't know, a foot higher, and then but leave a little gully to sort of, so you know, this side there. So sort of concrete that bit and leave a little gully all the way along there, or you know, drain, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully that will just send it away. And they will, of course, have to build a little bit to that building, and also Mr. King's building. That's the wholesale off license there. A lot of water pours in his, but it's a warehouse. He doesn't care. The water just floods through and dries itself out. But obviously, we haven't got the same luxury. Okay. Some more air cons going in. That looks good. And they've put in the ventilation fans. So we've got two down this end, one in the toilet there, and two more down that end, which is good. And also, look at this, the marble's gone on the stage now. So, well, hey, look at that. Let me get a better angle for you. There you go. Can you imagine half dozen lovely ladies bouncing around on that? I can. Looks like they're starting work on the awning, which is good. Just had a meeting with the builder, and we've discussed the back, and we've come up with a plan to try and fix the water at the back, which we agree on. So more steps in the right direction. Here we are at the top of the shop, and they've started tiling this toilet now. Obviously the toilet is going to get moved. We've just agreed some new toilets today, which is going to get delivered pretty soon. But yeah, that's happened. But then I've just had another really big surprise, which I'm going to show you now. I'm just going to head back down to the middle floor, as it were, the short time accommodations 1 and 2. And after we decided to paint the tiles, look, they've tiled it. Same tiles as downstairs, and I must say it looks great actually. And yeah, look, they're tiled right the way through. I mean, it does look good. I thought we weren't going to do that, but anyway, look, these tiles are fairly cheap. Tiling is fairly cheap, labour-wise, and obviously big square areas are a lot easier than sort of toilets and things like that, so they can plough through them. See the tiles there, so I'll finish off here. The staircase, I would be surprised if they're going to tile that, but hey, let's see. We've got more paint flying around. I mean, it does look as though we're getting to the pointy end of it now, doesn't it? I mean, obviously a lot to do. Oh, look! That's obviously a tryout one, but I like it. And look at this. Finally, my dear friend, Mr. Fuse board has turned up. I would have put it up about 2 months ago, but here it is. So I'm happy about that, because things like aircon, you really want them on separate fuses, and you know, you want to separate things out as much as possible, because in the normal world, obviously you have lighting loops, you have power loops, you know, things like cookers and that are different, but here it doesn't seem to matter. It just goes on to anything that sort of is the most convenient and nearest. But hopefully they will separate the power and the light. Just show you this quickly outside. Look at that shiny black roof to go on top of the awning. And I'll show you from the outside as well while I'm at it. There you go, look. That's actually timber, so we can get a better fix for the sign when it goes up. It's the 1st of October, guys. I'm going to get this video out today or tomorrow morning, depending how long it takes to throw it together. As you can see, the awning's coming together now. I wanted to show you the logo, but we haven't quite finished it yet. It's coming together. It looks good, actually. I'll put that out for you as soon as I can. And also, before we move on to the walk around and update on the Soi, I'll show you our new neighbour, Kubla. It looks really nice actually. I mean, they because as you can see, it's just added a few little touches, a few little nice things that other bars don't necessarily bother with. It's got that kind of theme about it, and it's really nice. I wish them well. It's their opening night tonight. I shall pop round and buy them a beer. I'll do a quick little update on Soi Chaiyapoon. There we are at the top end. See that one there in the middle now, Junie. This is the one that's up for lease. Now, what seems to be occurring now is that when these massage parlours leases run out, and I'd imagine they've been on sort of 1-year rolling leases for a long time, the landlord just jacks up the key money and they can't afford to stay, so they go. So that's why you're seeing the disappearance of massage parlours. Here is Chao Soi, I told you about last time. Again, you can see work is underway there. It's a big double, quite exciting. And of course, quickly over here, Canterbury Tales, I told you, Dave went and he's gone to Soi Boomerang and is open already. And look, already stuff's going on, but no one actually knows what's happened there yet. I have look how far it goes back, wow. Yeah, I've been told that a deposit's been put down, but I don't know much further than that. Further up the Soi, look at this one. This big red one. Been empty for some time now, next to Sweet Alita. And if I look, go on mate, if I look down this way, you can see where we are. We're pretty much in the middle of the Soi, same side as Dive Bar. And look at this, work is afoot here. I must admit, I didn't expect this one to get taken, but it has. So, complete rip out, as you can see. Oh my good God, look up there. Woohoo! This is a big job, my goodness. I think it's as daunting as the vault, actually. Anyhow, that's one of the very last ones gone. So really, truly, there is so little left on Soi Chaiyapoon now. Hot news, check this out. Slut Poo. These guys have just put the sign up already. They've just started work on this red one I showed you. This one here. So, they've got 3 other bars. A big go-go on LK Metro, a beer bar on Tree Town, and a gentleman's club on Soi Boomerang. So this is obviously fantastic news. There's sort of another major player's coming onto the Soi. Hello. Another major player's coming onto the Soi, which can only be good news for all of us. Very exciting time. Hi guys, it's early morning, and for today's walkabout, I'm going to do the much talked about Soi Boomerang, but unlike other videos, I'm not going to go into detail about what's what and who does what. I'm going to show you it visually, and I'm going to chat to you a little bit about my thoughts on gents clubs, or let's call them closed door bars, because they're not gents clubs anymore. It's all changed, you know. So I'll walk along and I'll just say what I think. So all the bars along here are labelled gentlemen's clubs. They're the ones that are closed in, i.e. you can't see in and you've got to go through a door. In some cases you might have to press a buzzer to get in. Other cases you might find there's some girls outside trying to drag you in. Okay, so the first thing is, if you've never used them before, don't be nervous, don't be scared. Smile, walk straight through the door, and if you hate it, walk straight out again. If you're not sure, sit down. A girl will of course offer to buy you a drink, and she'll probably ask for one herself. Be brave, just say, sorry darling, listen, I'm just checking the place out. First time I've been in here, is that okay? And she'll say, yes, sure, and probably walk away and leave you on your own. It's at that point you can have a look around. Decide what you want to do. You know, do you want to stay here? Has a girl caught your eye? And would you like to buy her a drink and see where the afternoon or evening takes you? So yeah, I'll just interject and say this is heaven above, by the way. That's the best one, full stop, end of chat. Anyway, so basically, you then see the girl you like, beckon her over, and offer to buy her a drink. Or you could say to one of her friends, can I buy your friend a drink, please, I like her. Or you could say to the mamazan, oh, I like her, she's nice, can I buy her a drink? And the answer will be yes. Then you've got to find out prices and all that sort of thing if you're worried about the money side of it, which of course you should be. So then looking down now, that's Soi. I'll go all down to Soi 15. Yes, little shops here. So yeah, so then, if you like her, buy her a drink, chat to her for a minute or two, I'll do the usual, what's your name, where do you come from, blah, blah, boring. Then, don't be afraid. Say, do you have short time room here? And she say, yes. And you go, oh, and how much for room? And she will tell you. And then you can be a little bit brave and then sort of be a bit cheeky perhaps and say, and you go up room? And she'll say yes or no. If she says no, then disappointment. If she says yes, say, oh, and how much for you? You know, like you're kind of almost, you know, amazed, right? Then you can agree or not agree and off you go. So that's it really, guys. You know, just don't be afraid to ask the question. Don't be sucked in and be brave, you know, and don't be afraid to say to the girls, look, you know, I'm just looking, darling. So I'll show you this one actually, Naughty Club. Now, it's this one here. It's sort of like a double and a bit because they built a bit on the side. That was originally called the Boomerang Bar. Anyone remember that? A guy called Michael, he was an Australian. And amazingly, another little fun story, he had, and his wife had a Thai restaurant, very successful, on Devonshire Street in Surrey Hills, Sydney, which was about 100 metres from my first bar, the Trinity Bar in Surrey Hills. How about that? Okay, just going along a bit more. So I'd say I just want to show you the places you can work at if you want to come here. I've been in most of these, some are better than others. But the other thing which I really want to talk about is if you go to one of these GCs, closed in bars, and they're small and there's a few girls there, the fact is, guys, you've got to bring the party to them. And the only way to bring a party to a bar is with money. So if you want to have a really sort of high afternoon and a bit of fun, you know, be prepared to buy 2 or 3 girls drinks, mess about with them, possibly take them both up, you know, if you want to do that. And you know, you've got to make the party started, and that's with money. So, you know, I would say if you're going to go in one of these places for an afternoon and you want to have a really, really big afternoon, you know, you want to bring yourself at least, dare I say it, 5,000, maybe more, you know. So yeah, get the party started. And I'll just go round the corner back onto Soi 15 again. Well, Soi Boomerang first, then Soi 15. And I'll show you this one that's been, I mentioned in the last 2 episodes, I think. This old Italian restaurant, Voltari, that must be getting close to completion now. They were saying 6th of October. Look at these prices now. I don't know if you can read Thai, I can't, but I can tell you what, they're going to be paying the girls a lot of money. Okay, thanks for watching that. There you go, guys, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed making it, and I'm really excited now. We're a matter of weeks away from finishing off, so the next episode you see will show a lot of the furnishings going in, and you know, you really will start to see what it looks like, because as always, it is the proverbial Thai building site at the moment. Thank you very much for watching, and if you want to subscribe or click or press something, please do.